Hello! So today I have another completed Keri Smith book to show you guys. This one is called This Is Not a Book. I'll put a picture of what it originally looked like on the screen right now. Before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that I will be talking about each page a little bit as I flip through. If you don't want to hear me talking or anything like that, you just want to look at the pictures, I will have a link in the description to an unlisted video where you can just watch me flipping through the book, no commentary, and it'll be a little bit shorter. I don't want to spend too much time talking, but I will have a lot of information in the description if you don't know what this is about, or if you want to know what I think of it, or if you have any questions. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. This is the front cover that you've been staring at. It's covered in checkered duct tape all the way around, and just glued some big old rhinestones on there that I've had in my drawer for like the past 10 years. Inside cover I decorated, just censoring my last name right here. There are some gray illustrations that are, they were already in the book. So if you see these gray, really realistic pictures, I didn't draw those or anything, they came with a book. Some publishing information, note to the reader, I really like that, but I'm not going to go through it right now. If you want to pause it, you can read it. This is where the directions start. It says to take the book with you everywhere for a week. I am going to be calling it a book because honestly I don't know what else to call it, so I will be calling it a book even though it's called This Is Not a Book. I'm sorry. Just to put it out there, I come up with all of these drawings. That's why they're kind of interesting looking. I don't copy anything, so they're all from my imagination. Record the events of your day. We were all the way at the beach, so I decided to record that day. This was the bottom half of the page, and it just says to disguise the cover, and it has like this kind of secret mission theme to it, so I just went with that and made the little confidential folder and detective and everything. This asks you to hold the book above your head for as long as possible. I got 42 minutes and 21 seconds because I'm awesome. Add some imagery to the scene. Make this page as big as possible, make this page as small as possible. It's the same flower, but way smaller. Plant ideas and let them grow. I have little words in each seed and then like a plant that represents that word. That was my interpretation of that. Make this page as annoying as possible. Used to stick together because of the paint, it doesn't anymore. Use this as a portable workstation, so I brainstormed for one of my YouTube videos. This is actually the script. This one just tells you to choose a random page and do it immediately. I did that. I can't remember which page it was though, because it was a while ago. And I just drew this girl making the choice. Change this page into something completely different, so obviously I have the same face but changed into something completely different. It's just colored differently so it looks like a different person, kind of. Draw something and make it disappear. I drew the bunny, made it disappear, or she made it disappear. My little fairy that I drew. Gives you all these boxes and you're supposed to make miniature artworks. Draw nothing. This is how I drew nothing, and I included this little gray ball person. Make a little paper boat. It gives you the instructions on how to make this, and I put it in water and everything, and then I just added these little fish and the rainbow in the sky. This one was a lot of fun. Make a secret identity, so fill out all the information. I even included a picture of my super nerd secret identity named Gretchen. And then it asks you to cut out the lenses of the glasses that they provide, and I just decorated around it. Scavenger hunt, so find all these things, and then once I found them I took pictures and put them on the page. It gives you this shape and you're supposed to color it in with a weird method. I drew a picture of the method that I used. I used like twistable crayons and put them on my fingers and colored like that. So this blue rose print page is actually page 52. So it came from right here. I ripped it out from right here, and it just says to use it to cover up a page that you don't like. So apparently I didn't like this page. I don't remember what it was before. And then this little rectangle right here is actually, I still have the page. It's from this grid, page 202, and it just gives you all these and you're supposed to choose random ones and do them on random pages. I only did 3 of them. This one was to list all the sounds that you hear. And then on this page it gives you a little thought bubble and you're supposed to fill in a thought and leave it in public. I made a copy of this page and left the copy in public. This one just asks you to make the book move somehow. I put it on a little toy car and then added these little raindrops or whatever. This is a set of directions. It gives you all these directions. Just to get the black lines here, I was just following the directions, and then I added my little tie-dye pattern underneath and all this decoration. This is a friend, so it gives you these little features and you're supposed to put them on real-life objects. I didn't want to cut the page because I've got stuff on the back, so I just made my own, put them on real-life objects, and then I drew the objects that I put them on so that I would, you know, remember what I did. This is a factory, so you're supposed to make really small books that gives you directions, and so I made all these little tiny books. This is the best one. It's about fish. Yeah, I'm not gonna flip through all of them, but they're kind of awesome, some of them. And this page was actually redone. Originally there was like a picture of a factory here, but I didn't like how I decorated it, so I just covered it with this drawing of these girls reading books and a little quote that I got from the internet. Usually I don't use quotes, but it looked empty, so I decided to make an exception, I guess. Basically, it just asks you to use it to pass back and forth notes with a friend, which I did, and I added these little pastel polka dots. Already kind of saw this page. Since it says this is a concealment, I just did this person concealed in a wall. This is a hiding place, stash your secrets here. I did that. I'm not going to tell you how because it's a secret. This one I got really nerdy on. You're supposed to invent your own planet. So it gave you like a gray picture of a planet. I added color and all these land masses I added. My planet is called Iridon, and the whole thing is that the people are all different colors, like wacky colors. Irid means rainbow, if you didn't know. I even named some of these. I even made a pamphlet because I'm a super nerd and a symbol of the planet. And drew some more of those wacky people because they were pretty fun to draw. This is a time travel device, so you're supposed to enter a time into the machine and then go back in time to it, describe it, and I just drew a picture. It was at the beach again, so I just drew a picture of it. Pretend you're an alien and take notes about human behavior. I was in a waiting room and I took all these notes, and then I drew my little alien girl here. This is a commitment, so it gives you a couple options of things that you can do every day for a month. I chose to draw something every day for a month, so I filled in each box every day for a month. Drop string and trace around it. Did that and filled it in with wacky colors. Use the book as a container, so I pretty much use it as a wallet. I put a few bucks in it for school, and then I glued this dollar down to remember, you know, what I did with it. Added the little floral design around to make it pretty. This is Lost Treasure, so it asks you to make a little treasure map and get someone to find it, which I did. Here's my treasure map. Drew the little treasure box here. This is a bureaucracy, so it gives you a little form to fill out, again censoring personal information there. Here it asks you to draw an official stamp, cut it out, and attach it to page 32. So here's page 32. This is the official stamp that I drew and attached to the page. And then I just drew the little bureaucrat here, filling out endless forms. This is a border. I made it a border between things that I don't like and things that I do like. This is an embellishment. So skipping a few pages ahead, this blue frame here used to be right there, and you're just supposed to put it somewhere on some random page, so I did that. And then this is a research project. Find a random word and do research on it. My random word was turret, which is just this tower right here. So I drew a picture of it, wrote about it. This is an escape capsule, so write all the things that you want to take with you and then put all kinds of pictures that make you happy around, mostly pictures of family. I already kind of saw this page. Really random. I think I didn't like the directions, so I just chose to cover the directions with all these different wrappers. There is something secret about this page that I like, but I can't tell you because that would defeat the purpose. This is a guest registry, so get people to sign it. So I just got my family to sign this page. This is a really fun one. I'm not going to explain it in detail, but it basically involves choosing words and putting them together in wacky ways, and yeah, added a little rainbow here. This is a grouping of circles. So yeah, I just drew a bunch of circles and colored them with colored pencil. This is a methodology. It gives you all these pictures of ways to carry the not a book. Then you're supposed to come up with 5 more. I illustrated the 5th one here, make it into a purse. This is a habitat for microorganisms. So you're supposed to draw rooms and houses as small as possible. Obviously, this is not as small as I could have drawn them. I don't think I read the directions carefully enough when I did this page, but that's okay. We'll just say it's a mansion for microorganisms, okay? Okay. This is a television. Gives you this TV. You're supposed to cut out the screen and write your own show. I didn't have a show that I wanted to write, so I just put it in front of friezes of my favorite shows and took pictures, and yeah. This is basically a bucket list. Just write a bunch of things that you want to do in your lifetime. This is a wishing well. Write a wish. Glue money. I just wrote, I wish for $5 million, and I turned there's a white circle here. I turned it into a wishing well. This is a hidden message. Find a way to hide a message somewhere in this book. I did that, and I also drew a girl hanging upside down with blue hair. Leave the book somewhere overnight. I left it on the porch, and I drew a little owl. This is a map. I drew a map of my school. This is a mood-altering machine. So write about your current mood and what mood you want. I wanted to be sleepy because I was, up really late and I couldn't go to sleep that night. This one was really fun. You're supposed to take like personality traits that you have, exaggerate them and make them into superheroes. So never sleeps, got bags under her eyes. Creative, I like to think that I'm somewhat creative. Weirdness, so she's like pointing at her foot for some reason. Goofy, perfectionist, yeah. This is a top secret document. This little cutout here was a code that you're supposed to use to create a cryptic message. Here's my message here, and then you're supposed to hide the code. I will actually show you where my code is hidden because it's not that top secret. It's right here behind the picture of Gretchen. So now you know. So yeah, I just wrote the message and drew this little picture of a cat because I felt like it. Okay, we are about halfway through now. I'm going to take a break and pick up with this page in part 2. So there will be a link right on the screen if you want to see the rest of the book in part 2.